Hi, and welcome to the daily reading for March 25th. And as always, the reading is coming from Jesus Calling by Sarah Young, Enjoying Peace in His Presence. And it's a great little book that we're reading from all year. It's got a lovely, lovely feel to it. It's got a bendy cover, and each reading ties in with passages in the Bible. So I do try and pass them on to you at the end of the reading. March 25th. Is that what I said we're doing today? March 25th. Okay. Let thankfulness temper all your thoughts. A thankful mindset keeps you in touch with me. I hate it when my children grumble, casually despising my sovereignty. Thankfulness is a safeguard against this deadly sin. Furthermore, a grateful attitude becomes a grid through which you perceive life. Gratitude enables you to see the light of my presence shining on all your circumstances. Cultivate a thankful heart, for this glorifies me and fills you with joy. And this reading ties in with 1 Corinthians, I can't see the number, it looks like 10, and Hebrews 12. And the verses I can't give you. There's the chapters, but I can't give you the verses. I already did a reading because I had to catch up for yesterday. So I did the 24th just before this one. Well, I'd like to say just before this one, because I was having technical issues when I was doing the first one. It took me like 6 attempts to actually get the button to go live. And then this one, it took, I think, 3 or 4 attempts to get to go live. So I've been a little bit agitated this morning. But these readings really help me get into my day, because this one's saying don't grumble. You know, Jesus hates when you grumble. So I'm trying not to grumble about the fact that the technology would not work in the way I wanted it to. And I do believe in coincidence sometimes. I'm more likely to believe in serendipity than coincidence. You know, that everything happens for a reason, and that, you know, everything happens as it's meant to happen. So I was meant to have these glitches this morning when it came to going live and doing the readings. And when I did the first reading, it was my eyes were playing ball, if you like. If you haven't watched any of my videos before, I've been trying to, into about 5 weeks now, of not wearing my glasses. I think I could count on one hand how many times I've had to put them on for a reason. But otherwise, I've just been, as my husband calls me, the mole lady. And my girls are saying, Mum, you're just going to get more wrinkles doing that. I said, well, you know what? Wrinkles or 20/20 vision? I'll go with the 20/20 vision. So, but maybe once I get the 20/20 vision, I'll not want to see the wrinkles. So there's also that. But anyway, let's not grumble. Let's look at being thankful for all that we have. You know, so for me, grumbling about the fact that the technology wasn't working, rather than grumbling about that, I can be grateful for having the technology in the first place. I can be grateful for having this desktop that is my husband's. I can be grateful for the fact that he's not around right now so that I can use it, which is sometimes why I skip a day in my readings, because he's around, and I don't like to say to him, I need your desktop. So, you know, sometimes I do a couple of readings in the one day and to catch up. But gratitude enables you to see the light of my presence shining on all your circumstances. So cultivate a thankful heart, for this glorifies me and fills you with joy. Now, who doesn't want to be filled with joy? I ask anybody to say that they would rather be filled with misery than joy. So when we're grumbling, we're miserable. You know, pretty much, you know, you're grumbling, you're miserable. When you're filled with joy, or when you're thankful, you're filled with joy. So it's like, for me, it's an easy choice when I remember it. But that's the kind of tricky bit, is remembering to be grateful rather than grumbling. So I invite you today to catch yourself when you find yourself grumbling, and be grateful for an element of what you're grumbling about, because you'll find one. You really will. In all circumstances, we can find something to be thankful for, even in the worst circumstances, even though that sounds a bit trite to say, but there can be, even if it's just to be grateful for the fact that you're still breathing. Namaste. 5 minutes is up. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now. Bye.